Back everyone. So for this video I'm going to post on how to do calculation questions for chemistry SPM paper. So this is a example question that I extract out from your 2025 trial SPM questions. So let's get started. Okay, so 13 gram of zinc powder reacts with excess hydrochloric acid. Determine the volume of hydrogen gas produced. So basically they want you to understand the reaction between zinc powder and also hydrochloric acids. So whenever a question is targeting about acid, you must remember the properties of acid. We already teach to you guys about the properties of acid in the textbook. Basically we are going to ask about your chapter 6, but we are relating this type of questions with chapter 3 as well. This is very common actually. So let's get started by doing the chemical equation first. So please do remember that whatever questions that you're going to do in your chemistry regarding calculation, you must have the chemical equation. Without a proper chemical equation, you cannot do anything on those questions. So first for zinc, so zinc plus hydrochloric acid HCl produce what? Okay, so basically what I tell you, it was an property of acid. So one of the property of acid, when your acid reacts with reactive metal, how do I know that zinc is a reactive metal? Because in your metal series, zinc is located above hydrogen, so it's considered a reactive metal. And how do I know this is only zinc? Because this is zinc powder. Zinc powder means it's just the zinc, we make it in a powder form, that's it. So zinc and HCl, so what would happen is this H will become H plus and Cl minus. Basically it will split, and this Zn will become Zn2 plus. So these two reactants will go for their ions that form them, that make them, and later the ion will combine to form a product. So this Zn2 plus, this flow will go and combine with Cl minus. Okay, why? Because that's a rule. For the product formation, your acid will always contribute the anion. So this anion must combine with someone. When this is anion, for sure it's going to combine with cation. So in our current case, the only cation that we have is Zn2 plus. It cannot combine with H plus again because it already combined with H plus in the reactant formation. So Zn2 plus and Cl minus combine and they make ZnCl2, and this hydrogen H will become hydrogen gas. That's it. Okay, so this one no need to show also, it's just to understand in detail. Then you can balance out your chemical equation. Remember to balance out your chemical equation for whatever reaction you are going through. So I balance this equation by just adding 2 in the reactant side. Okay, so this is my balanced chemical equation. And then now what I should do, I should write the informations that I already have. So I already have the mass of zinc. So mass of zinc equal to 13 gram, and they react with excess hydrochloric acid, and they want the volume of hydrogen gas produced. So they want the volume of this one. So I usually teach my students to do like this because this is a way for them to understand it in a more appropriate and detailed way. Okay, so zinc, I have their mass, right? So I can find the number of moles. The key is you must have at least one number of moles of any of the thing in the equation before you're getting the another one. So right now you want to get the volume of this thing, so you must have the moles of any of these three. And in our current case we have information about zinc, so we can only get the number of moles of zinc. So just write number, okay, make it in full form, number of moles. Okay, so for number of moles I have the mass, so I must use the mass formula, mass over molar mass. So 13 gram over the molar mass for zinc is 65, and the unit molar mass have a unit, so the unit is gram over mole. So this is the unit. And then you can press your calculator, you can cut G and G because it was up and down, so you can simply cut that basic mathematics rule. So 13 divided by 65 equivalent to 0.2, and this mole I'm going to bring up because I cannot left any unit in down here like this. This is considered wrong because when you learn indices, you know, right, if we have the thing at down, we can bring it up and make it positive. So yeah, so I bring this to up, so this will become 0.2 mole. So later what I'm going to do with the 0.2 mole, I'm going to use this to get the volume for hydrogen gas. But how? I will do mole ratio. So here how my mole ratio works. Okay, so my mole ratio between whom and whom? Whose information I do have information about zinc. So basically 1 mole of zinc equivalent to 1 mole of H2. How do I know that thing is 1 mole and 1 mole? This is the number. You see the number in front of them, 1 mole and 1 mole. Then what's the use of this one? This one, the one that you find here, is the one that we have in the question. Okay, so know the difference. You are basically going to use the number of moles from this chemical equation only during mole ratio. The one that you find, you will be used below the below this one lah. So literally this one 1 mole, right? So just now you find this one, so this one belongs to this filler, so I'm going to put 0.2 mole here. This one is x. So what's the value of the x? So you just do cross multiplication, so 0.2 mole again, because 0.2 times 1 divided by 1 is actually 0.2 mole of H2 now. But I don't want the number of moles, I want the volume, so I just use this formula again. Number of moles equivalent to volume over molar volume. So in our current case, I want the volume, so this is my subject I want to find, so I have to just cross multiply these two lah. So my number of moles I already have, I have 0.2 mole, and my molar volume, they say 1 mole of gas occupies 24 decimeter cube. So literally your molar volume is 24 decimeter cube over mole per mole lah, basically. Okay, remember that when they say molar volume or molar mass, the unit, they must have mole -1 at back. Okay, then you can simply do your calculation, your normal mathematics, just cut this mole and mole, and 0.2 times 24, 0.2 times 24 is equivalent to 4.8 decimeter cube. So this is the volume of hydrogen gas. So you can just leave your answer like this. So this is going to give you the 2 marks. Okay, so where is the 2 marks? So basically the 2 marks, they're going to provide the first mark for the candidate when they manage to, wait, I'll show you with red pen. Okay, they manage to get the number of moles from this equation, and then another 1 mark is here. Okay, but if certain questions, the marks can differ. Some questions can give up to 4 marks, 5 marks, even 6 marks also got. So I'll be meeting you in another one video with a new example on how to do calculation questions for chemistry. So stay tuned and bye.